those hipsters, I wanna dance.
I said, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop talking to me. Don't stop giving me things.
Hello guys and welcome back to the F1 2016 career mode. We're here in Russia and in front of us we got an amazing park. Anyways, get into the laptop guys. Scuderia Toro also have upgraded the engine power. I've gone for the balanced tire update. I don't know why, I think it was the best one, you never know what can happen here in Russia. It could possibly rain or something like that, so I've gone for the balanced one. So after this one, when we finish the practices of this season, we're gonna upgrade the chassis and possibly something else. I don't know what it is going to be, but yeah, let's just go to practice. So I've just finished the practice, for anyone wondering, and now it really is the time to make some upgrades. So let's go into our laptop here in Sochi and we're gonna upgrade the chassis. And for anyone wondering, I've been successful in the track acclimatization and the qualifying pace test. In the time management test I pretty much failed, so we've just upgraded the chassis. I hope it is going to be ready until Spain, because Spain is one of my strongest tracks, so I really do hope it's gonna be very strong, the car there in Spain. So next thing that I'm planning to upgrade is either the engine or the fuel efficiency, so we'll have to think about that. Got some more resource points now after some runs on the Practice 2 program, and now it is time to upgrade for the first time our ignition system on the engine. So we're gonna upgrade that, and yeah, you can clearly see now, if those upgrades happen, we could really be in a very good position. We could be faster than the Haas, of course, the McLarens, and the Sahara Senior. So it looks very well for me. But what should be the next upgrade be? I don't know. I think it is going to be another chassis upgrade or a downforce upgrade. This could be very interesting, where maybe in season 2 we could be very competitive, but now after the practice is done and we're ready for qualifying and the upgrades are done, so yeah, let's go to qualifying here in Russia.
Back to Sochi, we're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
There was our car with number 4, but here we are on the paddock of the Russian Grand Prix, ready for qualifying. I'm just going to show you my fastest lap, and yeah, I don't know where to finish, where I should finish, but I saw some very good pace in practice, so it should be pretty exciting about that. There you go. This is my fastest lap. We're already 7/10 faster than my personal best lap, but 8/10 slower than the pole lap, so you never know, it could be a very good lap, it could be an optimal lap, you never know. There you go, around now the last sector. We are going to come across the line and take we're going to be 1.6 seconds slower than Hamilton, but we are in 16th place, which is the team objective done, and that's very exciting. But we have to wait and see if anyone else improves and loses our position.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Vettel, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
So here we are, these are the qualifying results. You can clearly see the top 12. As you can see, Vettel got pole, Max Verstappen second, Hamilton is third, and Kimi Räikkönen on fourth. But Kevin Magnussen has actually outpaced us. He overtook us and we're down to 70th.
Good afternoon from Sochi as we prepare to get underway for the Russian Grand Prix. The championship battle has some time to go yet, but still expect no quarter to be given here on this circuit that made its debut in 2014 and has already seen some classic racing. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. And alongside me to take you through it all is none other than Anthony Davidson. This was a circuit that I think in its inaugural race got off to a bit of a shaky start, but since then it's really drawn the fans in and become a very popular event. What do you think changed?
Well, this just goes to show the importance of fixing problems as and when you discover them. As a complete unknown quantity in 2014, the tyre choice was quite conservative, which didn't really allow much in terms of different strategy options. So it was pretty much as you were from lights to flag. But that was a great learning experience, and we came back the next year and had a really exciting Grand Prix, with battles for the podium going on all the way to the final lap. So hopefully we'll be treated to more of the same this year.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So here we are on the grid of the Racing Grand Prix start from P70 for anyone wondering. You don't get the commentary there when I've done it, but there's going to be a pretty long journey here in Russia. It's going to be many overtakes, that's what I want, but all I want is to finish in the points. So we of course don't have the best car, we of course don't have even a good car, we have the third slowest car at the game currently. So I know we shouldn't accept a lot, but after some very exciting results, you know, in the last races, we should be very looking forward to it. But that's gonna be our strategy. It's a one-stop strategy, so yeah, it's I think it is gonna be pretty good of a strategy. You know, starting from the Super Soft, which is one of the good tires to have, but in the end of the stint, I'm losing a lot of pace. But then you go on the softs for a small stint or for the last stint, and that's the race done. I don't know why my cameras are getting changed every single formation. Anyways, gonna start now the formation lap. Gonna warm my tires, warm my brakes, get some temperature on them, and yeah, gonna start the race. So here we are, guys, ready for the start. It's gonna be 4 lights, 5 lights. Hold the clutch and release the clutch now, and we are off. And we get off to a very good start. We overtake very easily there the Haas. And that's P16 for us, but it's all going to be pretty tight in the first corner. We braked a little bit, so a little bit of a strange movement there, but we're losing position now. Down into P18, but now into the braking zone we go. We're going to try and overtake also my teammates. So that's one team objective done, and we're also into P14. It's another team objective done. But my objective is to finish in the points, so we're not accomplishing this yet. But now going down the inside of Jason Button, go around the outside for a lot of cars before. But we're into the points now, and it's P10 for now. What an awesome start. I'm gonna plan to move to Massa, possibly down the inside there. Where did you see that? Anyways, P9, guys. There's a huge train of cars there ahead of me. Perez is not gonna look very nice there, because this train of cars is getting away from Perez. So we have to get away from Perez as soon as possible. And we get Perez up into P8. We go. We seem to have an amazing pace. It's now Kimi Raikkonen fighting Valtteri Bottas. Tries to go around the outside, down the inside. Nothing seems to work for the Iceman, and we're gonna go down the inside of him into the first corner, and he's gonna be moved down as he runs wide there into this corner, and that's P7 for us. Bottas tries to get Ricciardo, but we're going to get once again advantage out of that, because they slow each other down very, very badly, and we're gonna go down the inside of Valtteri Bottas now around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo in terms of the inside line into this corner. That's gonna, oh, stays on there on the outside, but no, he's not gonna make it, and that's P5 for us. And next up ahead of us is Sebastian Vettel. I'm starting to lose pace, of course, because my tires are wearing out, so we're losing pace, of course. But when my tires are fresh, those super soft, then The pace is incredible as Kimi Raikkonen has overtaken us, and we just couldn't make something like an undercut on him. But we're gonna try to go down the inside of him. Is he gonna leave the door? No, he's not, and he's done very well. Lost the position to Raikkonen, and now Daniel Ricciardo comes very fastly there with the Red Bull speed now, and also Valtteri pulls around the outside. But we're gonna lose once again another position on Daniel Ricciardo, down into P7. Some guys have made a pit stop, so we're back into P4 just for the moment. And Daniel Kvyat now, he's going to try to overtake us, try to squeeze him off as much as possible, get back to the racing line, back into P4 we go. Hope we're going to have some good battles there with Daniel. We're going to box this lap, guys. We're going to go for a set of option tyres, soft tyres, and finish the race. Going to slow down for the speed limiter, 50 kilometers, and there you go. Into the pits we go for a set of soft tyres. I hope we're not going to held up. We're not going to be held up. We're going to wait and see that. Please, Rem, please. No, we got hauled up. We got hauled up there from, and now we're behind Felipe Massa like every single time in every single race. I'm doing an awesome job, pass a lot of cars, and get off, get out, like exit the pit positions behind, and get held up from Massa, Raikkonen, all those guys. You know, it's ridiculous. Down into P12 we are, guys, and ahead of me I got my teammate. And that's not good to have my teammate ahead of me, but now we're in danger there with Daniel Kvyat goes down the inside of me. We try to get him back around the outside, run a little bit wide there. We're back into position. Lap 13, guys. Daniel Kvyat, we're having an almighty battle there with Daniel. And we're gonna try and overtake him there. Not so quite good this time. And Daniel has overtaken us. Just don't think I'm gonna fight him again. So we're losing time, and there's safety car. Safety car has been deployed, but the bad thing is we are fucking like 18% tire wear. We just can't change the strategy at the moment because my tires are very good, in a very good condition. So I hope I would have changed to the super soft, but I don't think it's gonna be very good for us. Safety car coming in this lap and made contact there with Daniel Kvyat, but it's there on my camera. But anyways, Petrus Future Racing, no overtaking. All the cars are now close to us, so let's try and overtake as many cars as we possibly can as Fulton gets out of the race. Dangerous braking there for Daniel Kvyat as we see truck limits. Oh my goodness me, 3 wide there. It's Perez who's lapped there. And Magnussen and Kvyat go side by side, but we're going to get Kevin Magnussen, and that puts us into the points and also ahead of my teammates, so it's very positive for the race at the moment. Valtteri Bottas is coming, and that's going to cost us now the position from which we could have taken points, but Valtteri has got us there, and he's up into P10, and that's not going to be very well good for us because we're out of the points. Now it's time for Kevin Magnussen. That's very, you know, I have to be careful with the fuel. Kevin there tries to overtake us, and he's done it for a moment. We're gonna go back down the inside of him, back into P11, and that's an amazing battle. I have battles with your teammate. You never see that. Trailway is pretty okay, you know, but Kevin Magnussen is gonna try to overtake us once again, and once again he's done it, but we're going to leave him like that. We're going to go back down the inside, possibly not going to make contact. Side by side with Kevin Magnussen. Run a little bit wide. I think I got my wheel on the track for a moment. And this is amazing, like battling with your teammates side by side. Awesome battles there. You never see that in the old Formula 1 games. Back on the straight line. Alonso is now going to try to overtake me. He's going to go around the outside. Next stop to overtake me is Esteban Gutierrez. Going to try to get Alonso back there. Go around the outside of him. No, oh my goodness me. You could have broken there my front wing, Fernando. What the actual hell. So Kevin is in the pits. It's time for Gutierrez to overtake us now. My tyres are are literally done. Oh no, you see that, I run wide. Gutierrez is gonna pass us, but we're gonna stay possibly, just stay there ahead of Robert Rogers, so we're still at P13, guys. Last lap, guys, and this is a fight for P14, for P13. There's no reason actually to fight with Roman at the moment, because like you don't take points from that or something. Now we're gonna fight it, you know, just for the highlights of this video. We're gonna try to go around the outside of Roman, and we're still ahead of Roman. P13, guys, it is going to be. Coming across the line, guys, Hamilton has won the race, and it's gonna be P13 for us. We gained some positions. It wasn't what I accepted, but you never get what you want, and you know, these days just wasn't for the points, you know. I don't know.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
It was a bit of a crazy race, just throughout the scene we had some good battles with the AI, you know, but in the end it just wasn't the points which we really didn't need.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Jenson Button. People always say he's a really smooth driver, but as he's shown here today, that's not at the expense of speed or overtaking skill.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So I really have to admit, Jenson Button from P13 to P5, like, what an awesome performance from Jenson Button that was, but we couldn't do the same as Jenson, you know. Jenson is a world-class driver, but you know, we lost out on the points. We were for a moment on the points, but Valtteri then got us, and then Fernando got us, and then Esteban got us. It just wasn't a good race for us. We have the standings, as you can see. We are very close actually to Valtteri Bottas, who is only 24 points. I think we got something like 6 points or something. Yeah, we got 6 points, and there you go. Down into P40, but it's not that bad, you know. It's just something like 12 points behind, so just a good performance, that we could get a lot of positions out of all those teams. Just to let you know, it's just a good performance. The day will come that we will do a good performance, but yeah, gonna show you now the construction standings. But until then, that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, follow on Twitter and Instagram. But these are the lads. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, lads.